All right, well, what a day for Tesla investors, guys. Okay, if you're new here, make sure to smash that subscribe button, and welcome to another stream. As always, here we are streaming on 4 different platforms. We are streaming on YouTube 1, YouTube 2, Twitter, and Twitch, guys. And if you haven't, make sure to follow me on Wolf of Dubai Danny, my Instagram, where I post also a lot of fun stuff about the stock market and everything. And guys, what a day for Tesla shares. And I mean, you know, myself and many of you guys that are following me already since 2 years have a very special, let's say, relationship with Tesla, because it was one of our first big stocks here that went nicely. And I promise you, this will be just the beginning. You know, we had a couple of nice stocks afterwards with Beyond Meat, Space, Peloton, you know, all of this nice consumer X10 stocks that we are looking here on this channel. So if you have any suggestions, obviously make sure to smash that keyboard and let me know in the comments what you are thinking could be the next X10 consumer company that we should look into. Okay, let me know as always where you are watching from, and let me tell you that those Tesla investors today have a really big party. Yeah, I love that clip. Yeah, let me just open the chat so I can see where you guys are watching from. So we can here shout out live to all of those chats, so I can see where you guys are all around the world as always. And I can see here already shout out live to all of those chats bigger. So where you guys are all around the world. I can see people and I can see here already shout out live. Okay, anyway, so we have people from Germany, Atlanta, Canada. We have people Denmark, Tallahassee, wherever this is. We have people from US, Poland, UK as well. So thank you very much for tuning in. We have people Denmark. Yeah, what happened to Tesla shares today? Because obviously they went absolutely nuts, and I can see that I actually have here double sound. So let me switch that off. So yeah, so we are absolutely having a fantastic day for Tesla shares. We are up tremendously, 5%. Yeah, I just removed the echo. Thank you very much for letting me know. I just had some bad setup here. So anyway, we are good now. So Tesla shares went up 5% today. Yeah, so basically you can see here that we are quite happily about something that happened in the politics. Okay, politics. Yes, we have some, you know, the stock market has always a very interesting correlation between you know, the overall economy and politics. Obviously you can see here that politics are playing a big you know, role how companies interact in specific ways, okay? Which means that, you know, it doesn't really matter who is on top of the governments, right? Like Trump, Biden, we have this, obviously they have slightly different agendas, but still it's very important to always have one eye on, and I'm talking about really one eye, being like a chameleon a little bit, to have one eye on politics and the other eye on the stock market, okay? Because those are really, really important measures that politics and governments can take that can benefit specific stocks or specific industries, right? And let me just make myself bigger here. And you can see actually that, fighting the climate change is a real big problem which those leaders of big governments would want actually conquer, right? I mean, they are seeing this big climate change with all of his costs that are coming into it, right? You need to think about carbonization and anti-carbonization, very much cleaning of our planet, and as cleaner the air, as cleaner the environment, as more efficient a company and rather a government can work, right? And you can think about a government of a company, and if they are seeing, well, there's a problem that we are creating because we don't have the right framework, we need to pay later on for this. The next generation will need to pay for that, okay? So it's always like a spaghetti, or like a balance that those governments need to do. Like, do we doing the right thing that is helping us right now, and what can we do that will help us in 5 years, 10 years? So a more, let's say, concentrated government, like let's say one ruling family, or not so democratized or bureaucratized government institution can act there very much more actively, rather than more bureaucratic governments like we have more in Europe or the US. So here you can see definitely the advancement by Middle East or China as well, versus US and Europe. But still, I can definitely see, a lot of things are happening, and this is actually what is the headline today, okay? And this helped the Tesla stock quite significantly. After hours, a little bit down, but after such a great day with 5% plus, and I think also yesterday was a positive day with like 3-4%. Yeah, you can see here, since Tuesday, we went from 593 to 668, which is a very, very nice gain in Tesla here. If we are looking into the chart itself, I think I need to clean up the chart anyway a little bit. Yeah, let me do that right now so I can show you what I think. Yeah, still, the bull market, or the bull market is still intact, okay? With all of the policy for Tesla and other companies that are actually, really benefiting this digitalization as well as the cheap money on the market. But you can see here, since the 19th of February, we exited we crossed the 50 moving average, which is always a bad technical sign. So now we are, it would be very bad if we are crossing also the red line, which is the 200 moving average. But now we are somewhere in between, and it's now very essential. And maybe the earnings will be the, let's say, power for the stock, or for many stocks, to go over or under, or over the 50 moving average or under the 200 moving average. Okay, so bullish would be when the stock, over the next couple of days or weeks can go and cross that. Okay, so let's say this continues like that. It's important for the stock to go higher and cross here, and here would be a very bullish sign. On the other hand, if we are having the 200 moving average, let's say like that, if the stock goes lower and lower here, when crossing that and closing below that, it would be very, very bearish, So it's now kind of a finding phase for many stocks. And actually, if you open other stocks, like, for example, what is a good example here? Space. Let's open Space, for example, which also had a fantastic day. And here it's also, the question here is even closer to the 200 moving average. So lots of these stocks are actually in this phase right now. Let me open, for example, Beyond Meat as well. Let's see how it is here. Beyond Meat, for example, because they had like a very 200 moving average very much high, it crossed both, so it was also not that great. And now trying to go back up. So this is important. What does Peloton say? Yeah, Peloton actually bounced off somehow the 200 moving average. So it's definitely here the question: can they step it up? Can they move higher than that? Can they sustainable hold those levels? This will be important for the next couple of weeks, and maybe the earnings for all of these companies will be something that is stimulating them. But let's talk about what happened for the Biden plan, okay, and what gave this stimulus for Tesla shares. And before that, I want to show you, first make sure to follow me on Twitter as well, because I'm posting there also almost every single day, and we need to catch up some followers here, 1,333. So make sure to follow me there as well, Wolf of Dubai / or my username is Wolf_investing. I don't know what I thought when I took this stupid name, but anyway. So you can see here, there is one guy that you should definitely follow, and this is Gary Black. All right, Gary Black is a very interesting and very profound Tesla investor, co-CEO, CIO at the Calamos, a former CEO at Aegon Asset Management US, so a very knowledgeable guy as well, CIO at Equities and Goldman Sachs Asset Management as well. So he actually have this pinned tweet where he put like the Tesla catalyst, okay, and here you can see that he put in this EV tax credits and the Biden infrastructure plan and so on and so forth, and this was one of the big catalysts for the stock, and he was obviously right, because this is again a very hard hit exactly in the right direction by the administration of the US. And here you can see that Biden proposed or unveiled his $2 trillion infrastructure plan, and there are some details around it as well, where we will see, he want to build up, for example, charging stations, and maybe there will be some EV credits as well. So it will be benefiting more about the broader market of the EV industry rather than just Tesla. But Tesla obviously a big benefitor as well. And I think here the Bloomberg article said it quite nicely. He said, he plans initiatives to increase the number of public vehicle chargers to 500,000 in the next 9 years, basically, from 72,000 that we had at 2019 or end of 2019, which was looks like a very, very small number. In terms of direct procurement, he calls for electrifying the roughly 650,000 strong federal vehicle fleet, as well as tens of thousands of transit vehicles, including school buses. So as you can see, this is going to the direction. And here you can also see Biden's proposal just unveiled ahead of significant policy speech he is set to deliver in Pittsburgh today, containing 174 billion centered on electric vehicles. So this is obviously the news that is pumping Tesla shares. If you're interested, I think there's a couple of YouTubers out there that are covering this in details, but definitely great news, right, for the whole sector, for the whole industry. And that's why Tesla is fantastically performing today. And if you are asking me, I think that Tesla is a share that you can buy always. I mean, if you don't know, if you have $1 million on side and don't know what to do with the money, do Tesla shares, guys. Okay, if you having $10,000 on the sidelines, put it in Tesla. I mean, there's barely a company that I think has the shot or the clear shot, if they continue this path, to become the biggest company on earth. you know, which I said already in 2019, where the stock was, you know, about, you know, pre-split, 250 something or up to 178, which would 78, which would be now in split price about $30. I was back then already saying, you know, 30, 40, $50. You know, this will be a huge company, guys. Okay, make sure to put this in your watch list or even invest. Obviously, never financial advice, but this is a 10x stock, and it developed exactly the path that I thought. Super undervalued back then. You know, watch my first YouTube video. I mean, I'm discussing why Tesla should be worth $38 billion, and back then Uber was valued $50 billion, and now Tesla is like $600 billion worth, you know, and it was just very clear, you know, by the things that they did. So very happy that it helped also many subscribers out there. And let's have a look into the chat, because there's a few questions I want to get into. And make sure, guys, there is also all the social media tags: Wolf of Dubai, Wolf underscore investing, and Wolf of Dubai Danny on Instagram. So we have people, our member from Holland. We have Harry is asking, are you invested in Lucid? No, I think this company is quite interesting and quite nice. Great vision, but they still, you know, they're in front of the hardest part right now. Okay, they need to bring these prototypes, which are very, very nice, to production, and this is actually the hardest part. So I think that you know, this is something that they should really focus on, and if they really do, and I think there will be multiple EV players, you know, into this industry, then you are actually, you know, looking at maybe one of a major player in their very niche. It's important for those companies to find their niche. Okay, they really need to find their niche, to say, okay, we are in the maybe luxury niche, we are in the niche of EV market, school buses, and Tesla is going after, you know, the car for everyone, with the Semi, with the Model 3, with the Model S, with the Model X, and so on. I mean, they could make much more money if they just cut the S and the X and just produce 3 and Ys, but that's not the goal, right? I mean, they want to extend their portfolio, and I hope that they can be there very successful. And guys, if you haven't, check out the x10masterclass.com 10 the link into the description as well, if you want to get lifetime access to the Discord and learn about space, about Tesla, what was my thoughts about Tesla shares, and how to find X10 stocks. I think that's quite interesting. So check it out if you want. Huge value for this video course. And that's it, guys. Thank you very much for tuning. Make sure, guys, tomorrow is a normal day on the stock market, and then Friday will be off because it is like a public holiday. So make sure to plan your weekend ahead. Free off stock market on Friday. So stay healthy, stay safe, and I will play you obviously the most sought after you know, outro there is in the YouTube finance world. So enjoy, stay healthy. Thank you very much for tuning in.